Yo, do us a favor and yourself a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to tap that notification bell as well so you can stay updated. Now let's get to the video.
Yo, what's good? It's the one and only Illinois Jones, and right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing from the streets to the internet. And like always, I got my sister. Hold on, I got my sister right here.
Hi, guys.
To the left of me.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, they did. I like your sweater.
Thank you. Shout out to Joe Freshgood.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I rub it?
Touch it. Yeah, it's real soft. That
is
shit real soft. Yeah.
That shit soft. But listen, we got somebody dope in the building,
Yeah, we
right?
do.
Dope artist, man. I don't know if y'all know this, but man, she be swagged up. If you in a club and you just see a lot of gold shining, you know what I'm saying? It's the smell. The smell already beautiful, you feel me? But then she got the slugs in that thing, you heard me? And you might see on the stage rapping, spitting hard bars, spitting harder than some of the niggas you know. But when she in there, she demand the crowd, her music hard, and you probably heard the name. You probably know the Instagram name and probably think that's her artist name. But y'all, we got the one, the only, Freddie Old Soul in the motherfucking building.
Yo, what's
Bo. Welcome.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing swell.
I see you got the sweater on with the button up. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
a little Dolce inspired.
You came in here on business.
Yeah.
What's been going on? The last time you came through for an ill style.
Mm-hmm.
Now you here for an interview, man.
Yeah.
And you've been since that you just been running it up.
For sure.
Like I was listening to a song and it just stood out to me. You was like all my I don't know if you said I forgot, I don't want to misquote it, but you was like all my girls got tarot cards and we gangsters.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that shit was so sexy to me.
For real. Because, I mean, like, I hang around people and I am one of those people that divine and take care of myself on a spiritual level, but also don't try me because I'm from the hundreds.
For
That
sure.
part. I felt that.
I let's take it back before we jump the gut. Let's take it back because that shit was just hard to me. That one, and there was another line. You say my booty ain't no Nicki, but I got a little booty though.
Yeah. Don't act like you don't see it.
What she came in here with, fellas, I'm gonna let y'all know. That
It's
motherfucker
fair.
there. That motherfucker there. But let's take it back, Freddie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my first time interviewing you, and I just wanted to know, like, listening to you, going through your entire catalog, like, where did it start for you to decide I'm gonna be an artist?
So I definitely started off with poetry in high school. And I didn't know that I even wanted to be a rapper, but it kind of just gravitated towards that when, you know, you writing all of these lines and you got all this that you want to say, but then you want to get even more clever and you want to like pack it up in a way where you say less, but say so much more. So, I mean, after high school and going to college, commanding the crowd the way I did, like I just wanted to get even more clever with it, and I just started rapping, and it's been working for me, you know, like it's just what I'm supposed to be doing, and it was always laid out for that to happen for me, you know?
Yeah.
Like how people wake up and they be like, I want to be a rapper. Like no, like certain doors were always open for that space to be prevalent, you know,
Right.
in my life.
So what was it like going from like, all right, I'm gonna go to the studio today? I'm gonna go to the studio.
Yo, okay, my first rap, I was in music class and I was in high school. Music class, everybody know me for poetry. Like I be winning the talent shows and everything and causing chaos in the school with my poems. But we had to write a rap in our music class. And I went home, I wrote a rap, and it was crazy. Like, I think the first lines was like, I'm DHD crazy and I'm putting them on the map. They sleeping on me, so I'm finna take a nap. Like, I was like, it was like real smooth, but it had so many raw bars in it for my age. And after I had spit it, the whole classroom was like, oh, like, I was like, I'm running with the wolves, but I'm the head of the pack.
Oh.
Like, I'm young saying this.
You remember that? You remember that whole verse?
I don't. And the beat's so sweet like sugar. Oh, no.
What beat was you rapping to?
I think it was one of my homies' beats because I had a friend that, and this was in '09 really. Like I had a friend that all he did was like stay in his basement and make beats. So in the summertime and like all that, I was just in his room just listening to beats. And I think he had sent me a beat. Like, help me out. I got this project for music class. And yeah.
So what was it like when you just like when it got for real, like as an artist, like?
So that was like one more step before it got even realer than that, what it is. I was in this group, and the group was like, it was 2 guys and then it was me, the girl, and they were making the type of music where it's like, okay, drugs, sex, money, and me being a poet, like, I'm like, okay, let's just do it. Like, and I started rapping like real sexual, real Nicki like, or like.
It's '09, it's around '09.
Yeah, but like really just what they wanted, you know? And it wasn't really my style. Like they had me on stage with heels on, and I would never do that now. Like low key, like I had like these high ass heels on, and I had a dress, and I was real uncomfortable. Like, and they had me doing that like a lot, like being on stage like that. And this one time we ended up in the studio making this song to this like real hip hop like beat, boom bap. And it was like, Freddie, what you think would be a good chorus for this? And I'm like, oh, y'all finally want to like get real, like real life? Like, okay. And the chorus was like, we keep it real, real. We keeping it real. We coolly shy. We just keeping it real. And the song was just so important. Like, I was finally able to really spit bars like from how I feel and like what's really going on in my mind and my brain. And from that point, I like left the group. I'm like, I don't want to do what y'all doing no more.
Right.
I got my own style. And then I just started rapping from there and doing open mics.
Was it scary to step out on your own and like separate yourself from a group, considering like that's how you started? Was it scary to be like, okay, I'm finna do me?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been cocky with this shit from the beginning. Like I've been eating niggas up like willingly and happily, like, oh, I'm gone. Like, especially in that moment in my life, I really did understand my power. I had a lot going on at home, and that was really the only space that I could be outrageous. Cause like I was the girl, like I wasn't a lame, but then I couldn't be with the super popular girls cause they was too fake. So I was just right in the middle, you know?
Right.
And me being in school, being able to express myself and finding my power with that, where I could kind of like combine both sides, like in the school, like, oh, everybody, you know, like that was my freedom. So it was never no second guessing or, oh, I'm scared to lead this group. Like I knew I was cold.
Before the break, you were kind of giving us your background and talking about like how you got into poetry and things like that. And I remember like Jones talked about the first time he saw you. I don't remember what show I was at, but it was in Sub Steep at the bottom. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Because like as a girl, and also as for my like poetry, I like when they get bars, like, okay, you have stage presence. So my question to you is, how would you describe your music and who do you make music for?
Good question. How would I describe my music? I would say that my music has a healing aspect to it. In a way, it's kind of like a projector. Like it'll show you yourself. And a lot of the times, like when I'm writing, when I'm creating, it really do come from the intentions of learning more about who I am. I unlock levels within myself and I solve problems that I really don't even like intend to solve. Like I'll get an answer that I've been kind of like needing to know the answer to, you know, just from like writing. And it's always been like that with poetry and music. And it's really like one of those things where I make the kind of music that will survive the times. Like it won't just be like this fad that is just here right now, but it'll be something where like even if you was sleeping on this album or the album that came out in 2018 or whatever, like you would actually be able to go back in my discography and be like, wow, like she really documented the times. Um, and I would say that I make music for people that came to this earth to elevate. And also, and everything is not like love and light. Like it's a lot of dark things that happen to all of us. So when I am approaching the mic and I'm speaking and I'm talking about the things that I'm talking about, it's really to not even like sugarcoat anything and to really like describe things the way they actually are, um, and making it beautiful. Cause it really is a way for you to honor where you at in a way that could take you where you going. So I make music for people whose priority on this journey of life is to eventually become the best version of themselves.
I love that. Also, too, like one thing you just said that kind of made me think, or I really want to ask you. You talked about like discovering pieces of yourself within the music. What would you say is like maybe not the scariest thing, but like you had the biggest realization when writing something? Like, damn, I didn't even realize this about myself until I wrote this song, this poem, or whatever. Like, what was that thing that you was like, oh, damn, that's you?
Mm. I think in the recent times, I have been, and I can't for some reason I can't think of a specific line, but I just know for a fact that I've been discovering myself in motherhood in my music, and I've been liberating myself as a black woman, a single black woman that is a mother. So I'll kind of like lay my insecurity out there in the open. Any insecurity that I might have, being alone in this, or like being a woman, being a mother, I'll lay it out on the open in a way that will liberate me from even an insecurity.
Do you find it hard to be vulnerable about topics like that?
Um, yeah. Yeah, because um I don't want to be put in like no categories. I don't want people to like label me or even like define me in any type of way based on like what my life is. Because like before I had kids, it was kind of just like, oh, you wildin', like Freddie, you just out here. I always see you everywhere, go everywhere, do everything. But in this space in my life, like everything is calculated and with real true intention. So like I don't want to have that energy where I'm feeling like I'm missing out on something where really I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, manifesting my dreams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listening to your music, you brought up being a mother, and I was listening to some of the music, and I love how you give sides of being a mother, but also being a black woman, and how like you bring all that together. Like you was even talking about how on one song how like shit, I got kids to feed, and I gotta take leave, and I can't feed my shorties. They only give me this much on stamps, like you know what I'm saying, like. And I felt it, but then like, you get songs where you just being a woman and it's sexy, and then you just giving so many different flavors, like you tapped into everything as a black woman, and you represent that, and I think that's fucking dope. I wanted to know like how as a writer is that like very therapeutic for you to just write everything out?
Yes, it really is. Like I had a conversation with Ryan Fast where he was like, "Man, like why you be rapping like that? Like when you be rapping, how you be rapping?"
Yeah, yo, the song y'all got together, right? Yo, verse here, here. But anyway, go ahead, keep moving. But no,
But he'll be like, "So, are you saying that? Do you realize that this is a spell?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is a spell. You're right." He like, "So, do you write and like speak on these topics and put yourself through situations so that you can get out of them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess." And then he like, "Well, why don't you like omit the situation altogether and like write about the life that you desire for yourself. And I'm like, you right. And I started doing that. Like, even with the track you just played, like, Got Dope, it's like celebrating who I am in Chicago as an artist and a woman, you know? And then even with Cream, it's like, I got a lot. House on the hill bring cream to the crop. So realizing my words I spell, so you could go through anything, you know, but how do you wear that in a way where you not just come out of it, but make it all worth it,
Right.
you know?
Is it something you ever wrote and you was like, nah, I can't rap this. This is too much. Have you ever had that? I'm too vulnerable in this track. I could never.
Well, I mean, I just say it anyway. I say it anyway, and I allow life to be what it is. Cause like I done had some lines where I kind of like went in on somebody or like, and it's like, dang, I really want to say that. But yeah, I'ma say it. I'ma always cause the ruckus.
Is your business struggling? Trying to get your followers up? No problem. You can advertise with us right now. Tap that link above. Now let's get back to the show.
Now, we was talking about you doing features and, you know, teaming up with some of the dopest artists in the city. But on them songs, you just be barred up. Like, what it's like getting into the studio, because you do a lot of features with male artists.
Yeah.
So what it's like going in there, what's the energy you feel like you got to prove yourself for something when you go in there? Because you be going in.
No, it be fun. It be like, all right, you want me on this track? Bet we finna go crazy. Like Heavy Crowns, he'll hit me up like, Freddie, I need you on this track.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't play about his feature. Like, he will literally call you every day until you drop that feature. And like, I just know I'ma always go hard every time. I don't really be like thinking of it like, oh, I'm a female and I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna overdo these niggas. Like, it ain't nothing like that. Like, honestly, I be doing a lot of features with my friends, people that I already got like good chemistry with, and they be knowing I'm gonna go crazy. And so they just bring their game.
I know earlier you was talking about that wasn't even earlier because we weren't doing an interview. We was doing the ill style, but during the ill style, you spoke about not in a rush to put out an album.
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason behind that?
Well, the fall is always my favorite time to like drop an album or like just a body of work in general. And I guess this time around, for one, I was trying to get reacquainted with myself and redefining myself and where my journey is headed next. So like every album that comes, like I already can like sense what it's about and why it's even coming, you know? And I didn't really have that inkling of like, oh, like what is this stage of my life that I'm walking into? I was still living it, still experiencing it. And that's really the main reason why I didn't drop an album in the fall, because usually I do. You know, I got soul work, I got, you know, this plethora of work that has dropped in the fall in the past. But this time around, I'm like, I'm gonna just give y'all singles, kind of like where I've been at lately, and see how y'all rocking with them. And when I do come up with what this body of work is going to be, it's going to really cover the time between me having my last child, my third baby, up until like just the transformation of that and who I'm becoming after Water, Music, and Love, you know?
Okay, I got a question. And it's a little layered.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Freddie Old Soul from Soul Work could tell Freddie something right now, what would it be?
Ooh.
Not the other way around, not you telling that version. If the old version of you met you today, what do you think she would say to you?
Okay. Soul Work, man. She would be like, for one, I'm proud of you. There were a lot of things that you went through that you didn't have to go through. But I see you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, thank you for getting me out of that closet of just being afraid to have boundaries and be yourself, you know? Like, soul work was literally what it was, soul work. I needed to really like tap in and really work on myself at that period of time. I couldn't really identify myself. So I feel like that Freddie would look at me and be like, yeah, like you doing it. Like you really shining. Like, but you did go through some things you didn't have to go through, dog. We could have just kept riding it out. Like
Now, I don't know. Now, hearing you say that, now, I don't know your situation or anything, but I feel like we always tell ourselves stuff like, we didn't even have to go through that. But, like, do you always think that's true? Or do you feel like that's a part of the character development that made you into the Freddie that you are today?
Yeah, I had to. It's like, all right, guys, this is going to be my story bet.
I feel that.
But like, yeah, like we could always go back and be like, dang, like I could have did this differently, or I could have, but none of that shit matters at the end of the day. Like, it's over with, and you literally are the person you are right now for a reason. Yeah.
Let's take it back 2 years ago to Water, Love, and Music.
Water, Music, and Love.
Water, Music, and Love, excuse me. Let's take it back to the project. What was the inspiration behind that project?
Oh man, I was wilding in that time. Like, I was celebrating. I was getting lit every other weekend when I ain't had them babies. I was chilling with my friends. I had moved into a crib with one of my homies, and man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had got that bread. We had got our bread up, and we was like, all right, let's get all this equipment. Let's get everything that we need in order to create music in the crib. So that's what we did. We bought speakers, we bought the microphone, the stands, I bought the computer, everything. And Stepchild, that's one of my best friends, one of my best homies. We've been locked in for the longest. He would just come over to the crib. And Water, Music, and Love was something that it was like a mantra to me that I always said. Like, those are the three things that I need in order to like really be the best version of myself. Like, if I got water, I got music and love, like I'm elevating, So Water, Music, and Love, I just always said it for so long, like years. And sometimes when you create albums, you see colors, you see everything with it. So with that, I seen pink, purple, blues, greens, heels, butterflies, afros, flowy dresses, like everything soft. And I'm like, yo, let's give them an album that's okay. It's definitely gonna be bar for bar in there, but it's also gonna be sensual. It's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be real vibey, and it's really gonna be like that body of work that could define Freddie Old Soul and let you know, like, I can create an album, like a real album that captures this one time,
You did that shit.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What's one of your favorite songs off that project?
Oh my goodness. I got so many. You know what? I would say Comes to Light is one of my favorite songs. And then I would say Influence. I love Influence so much. Like,
hey, listen here.
That's my joint.
Y'all went crazy. Hey, listen. You and Star went crazy. You and Jazz.
We went nuts.
Y'all ate that.
Oh my God.
I had to go. I didn't even know it was a video out to today. And then the video was just gangster.
This is why I gotta just keep promoting my shit, because it's like,
y'all had the all black on. Y'all was doing y'all shit. But listen, I was listening. I want to put it out there. You and Jazz need to do a collaboration album.
Oh my goodness.
That'll be dope.
That was our collaboration album though, because she was on the majority of the songs. It was really, that whole time period was Freddie, Jazz Star, and Stepchild. That was who we were together.
Okay.
In that moment of time.
But is that the same as intentionally saying we gonna make a collab album? Because I feel like that seems like that came together the way it was supposed to, versus saying
y'all blend so well.
Go and do this. Like, to me, that's different. That's a little.
Yeah,
different.
we really did.
Yeah,
we did blend very well, even on her album. Because she had dropped one of her first albums. Well, that was her first album, and it was produced by Stepchild. And we had a song called "Mommy Water" on there. I don't know if y'all ever heard it, but like, that is like one of the coldest songs I've ever like created, you know? And yeah, you're right. Like we merged in that time and we created something timeless that could never be taken away. 100%.
Speaking of influence, what's some of the things that influence you? I know you said water, love, and music, but what's some other things that influence you? Since we talking about the song influence.
Yo, when my favorite rappers drop albums, like I'm like, let's go. Like,
how does Kendrick album got you feeling?
Yo, that Peekaboo, the whole album got me wanting to just go crazy. Like now I'm ready for my body of work. My friends inspire me. Watching the people that I love, especially Black women, liberate themselves and do the things that they know that they supposed to be doing. Like even J Bambi, like her show tonight, like that inspires me. My managers inspire me. Like the people that bring me together and be like, all right, this is what we gonna do. Like Lyrical inspires me. Kat and Day inspire me. People that see me when I can't see myself. And then they project back to me like, yo, like, and then it's so many. Working a 9 to 5 inspires me.
Working a 9 to 5 inspires anybody.
Getting up at 5 in the morning, like that inspires me. Like my grind is so crazy. Like it's so much to it in order for me to like get the music off and be the person I am. Like Lyrical, no. Like if I'm late or I'm going through something, it's like, look, like she got it. She gon' come and she gon' bring her shit, you know? But like those things inspire me. Like I'm manifesting the life that I want to live already, but at the same time I'm already living it because I already feel it. So, man, I'm inspired. And when I'm not inspired, you know, them be the times that's tricky. You not inspired and you like, man, sometimes you'll be like on autopilot, like your everyday routine, like getting up, doing this, doing that. But like, you got to snap out of it. You got to do things that feed your mind. So that's me.
I love it. I love it all. I love it all. Listen, I appreciate you coming to hang with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sharing that smile with us and sharing this dope music with us and sharing your story with us. Before we go, let the people know you got any shows coming up, any new music, when the new music dropping, you know, when can we get this new body of work?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To get the people your social media and who they contact when they want to do business with you.
Okay, well, Freddie Old Soul, okay? Like, you want to do business with me? Don't talk to me, okay? Don't hit me up. Hit my manager, Lyrical. I mean, literally, the link is in the bio on all my social media platforms at Freddie Farted. Y'all could look forward to an EP called Green Milk, all right? Y'all heard it here first on iLLANOiZE Radio,
We love
Green
exclusive.
Milk. And yeah, just come love on me. I mean, I got a show, like I said, December 11th. We're going to be doing amazing things. Look out for videos. Look out for content with me and APJ. Just tune in.